Nuku is contesting against poverty. He's contesting against underdevelopment.
So we have been involved in the community. The issue of, doing something, showing a footprint. We have actually been involved in the community doing things.
The whole issue about elections, the candidate tell the people, who are you? Why you want a job?
Most of the major challenges in my GB, especially the young folks.
We won that tax to come with compensation.
Okay.
We empowered those young people with employment opportunities.
Okay.
For me, it was imperative because these were young people that were disenfranchised and marginalized in our society.
Even in the opposition, his political leader Bernard Nair, zero disagreement with Costa because of that.
Settle with Honorable Cabinet Janet. We owe him, and it is already been said that indeed we should pay.
Would you, a Mexican, to be Liberian Honorary Consul in Mexico? The answer is no.
They are not telling the national president the fact and the truth of leadership.
Okay.
They are very, very unfair.
A lot of young people benefited from a scholarship, including President Shema Molu. I look forward to a day when President Buya will suspend Mobake Molu for not controlling the partisans for attacking candidates.
We need to teach civics in all schools across the country. We need for citizens to know their basic duties and responsibilities.
The Constitution is for the people. And before the people make now a constitutional amendment, they must be educated on what they are making.
When they receive this information, they don't even verify. They don't look at the questions on the actual test. There are times I will give a children maybe 40 questions, they give us 50 answers. Where do they take the additional 10 questions from?
We have gone through a lot. If you realize that you are not satisfied, launch a proper investigation. Let this investigation go on, and then we realize who did wrong or who are the perpetrators, and then they be brought to book and to the public, right?
Show them that we'll work together in making sure we can get to the bottom of this investigation in establishing the perpetrator of the act.
When we have leadership, key actors, key players in the opposition community, we have protection under the law. But even right now, the Liberian National Police is a partisan police.
What a pleasant way to welcome you to today's presentation of the KMTV Morning Show. It's a wet Thursday morning in Monrovia. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. Welcome to today's presentation. It's day 15 of September 2022, and I'm humbled to be here. This program is live on KMTV, KM Radio International, KM YouTube View, and our guide there in Butoa, Sino County is relaying this program on Butoa Radio 102.3 megahertz there in Sino, and we'll also give you the opportunity to join this conversation by calling. The number will be posted on the screen, but just in case you want to know the numbers, 077-527-1672, 086-449-850, or +231, the both ways you join us. If you want to follow us by our radio, you scan our QR code posted on the screen, KM Radio International, and you'll be switched directly to the biggest online radio in Liberia. Welcome if you're just joining us. Thanks for following us always, and you just joining us this morning. I'd love to say a pleasant good morning and welcome to a very, very fascinating conversation here with the media coordinator in the offices of Honorable James Emmanuel Nuku, Senator of Magibi County. It's going to be very fascinating, very educative, and it's because I know him. I know what he capable of doing, and this conversation will be very, very great this morning. He's Mr. Akoli Nanakwala Jr., Elijah Akoli Nanakwala Jr., my own brother from Magibi. I want to say thank you so much for passing this morning, and welcome to the KMTV Morning Show.
Well, I'm so happy. I'm grateful to the KMTV family, especially extending me an invitation to be allowed on the KMTV Morning Show. I'm happy to be here. I bring you greetings from Magibi County. I bring you greetings from the most astute, hardworking, diligent, servant leader in Honorable James Emmanuel Nuku, Senator of Magibi County. He's good, and I guess he's following the show this morning. So I'm just grateful being here this morning.
Okay. How's life going on?
Life is good with us, on Renukwe and I. We are doing well. We're doing the people's job in Maigibi County and making sure that they get their just benefit of the votes they gave us in 2020.
How's the office?
The office is good, and everything is just good about Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe. It seems to be like God is into it, his leadership and just everything, and whatever he puts his hand in, it just goes on, and everything is just fascinating.
You know, I love talking to young people, most especially my guys from Maigibi, because they are upright guys. Many persons will be following and don't know exactly who I'm talking to. A bit about yourself?
Well, Akoli Elijah Nanakpala Jr. I hailed from Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. I went to the BWI in 2009, attended school, and it was nice being there. I work at various radio stations in the county, and I got connected to my current boss, Honorable James Emmanuel Nukwe, when I went to Radio Bachu, where we we both started from, and we've been cool. I'm a gentleman, a very good guy, a nice guy, and I'm easygoing, being with friends, and just everything I love doing with people. I love collaboration.
Now we're getting into it. Honorable James Emmanuel Nukwe served as representative. If you don't know, you are not aware. He served as representative since 2005 to 2017 for the people of District 5 there in Maigibi County. He served on the Ways, Means and Finance Committee as chairperson for a couple of years, and later on enrolled to the speakership of the National Legislature. That was the 52nd legislature at the House of Representatives. And now he's the senator of the county. Yesterday he paid a visit to Kakata. Tell us, what was his mission?
Well, as we are aware, the 2020 senatorial elections ended, and we got almost 75% of the votes in Maigibi County. Owing to that, Orenukwe feels obligated going back to the county, doing his county tour, and he started this few months after he was certificated in January 2021. He got certificated and started his thank you tour all around Maigibi County. Wherever he went to campaign, he has gone there to tell the people thank you. So it's like running campaign 2 times, because everywhere he went during the campaign, people made requests. And he had gone back to tell the people that, yes, thank you for voting me. Sometimes he contributes whatever he has to contribute to the people, telling them thank you. And yesterday was a time he visited the Francis Louis community in Kakatai City. Okay. The Francis Louis community is a community at the outskirts of Kakatai along the Wiala-Kakatai highways. Okay. It's where the C.H. Rennie Hospital has taken refuge since the hospital got burned. They are there. And so the community dwellers saw the need to invite Honorable James Emmanuel Nukwe because he has extended scholarships. Okay. The drilling machine that was bought by Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe also has some work doing there. Few pumps are constructed. So the parents and community dwellers, chiefs and elders who live in that community saw it necessary that the senator in Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe pay a visit to the community because they wanted to appreciate him. He had been going to communities and telling the people thank you. Okay. But this time, the people in Francis Louis Farm saw it necessary that Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe visit their community so that they can appreciate him for the numerous developments he has done in their community and in Maigibi County. So this program was initiated by Mr. Moses Damwe, the Louis family who owns the Francis Louis Farm. They have more properties and land in that area. They invited him, and you will see, you know, thousands, hundreds of people who will come from even different communities to go and meet Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe. Henry Nukwe is a leader in Maigibi County that when he stops anywhere, anytime, any day in Kakata, Duazon, Boston, he finds it difficult getting back to his car because there are, you know, several persons who will go to meet him. People carry their problems, and this is a everyday situation. Okay. People will always want to seek help from Oronukwe, and this is something that he loves doing. Like he said in one of his speeches, when he wakes up, the first thing he thinks about is what can he do for the people who comes around. Okay. Every day, people go to Oronukwe's residence to ask for assistances. Okay. People go there for school. People go there for job. People go there for other, issues that I can just name here. And this has happened since 2005 in Wiyala. He came to the Cooper's farm around the Fenia area, and people still follow him there. Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of leader he is. Let's get to the visitation you talked about. At the program, the people told Oronukwe thank you for their scholarship. And he report before him a school that is operating there. The principal was present, Mr. Konate. He was there. And he told Oronukwe that since 1847, imagine in Kakata, not far away from Monrovia, students are standing and writing their notes. There's no chair. Okay. Imagine Kakata, just 300 from Raleigh to Kakata. Where we got, everything in Monrovia. We got Dow Ansu Soni, who comes from Kakata, who hails from the Bolola N in District Number 5, who is the Minister of Education. We got people in Kakata who sits on the ground to write their notes. Okay. No seat read in Kakata. Oronukwe.
And you have the education minister from Magibi.
I said from Magibi, District 5. And he's the minister. And he knows all of these things. Oronukwe has promised on tomorrow to make the initial contribution of 1,500 United States dollars for the purchase of 200 chairs, and the balance will be paid in subsequent time. Okay. They also put before him a road issue. There's a bridge that needs covered and other materials. Oronukwe has also promised and pledged his support to the people to work with a Class A construction company, Mobile Incorporated, to have that road constructed for the people. And the Fula community also represented by one of the Fulanis, Barry. He also said that they need inclusion in the offices of the senator, because they got other Muslims who work there. They are from different, tribal background, but the Fulas have been denied. And Oronukwe told them that there's a parable that says, he who has his things across the river, that the person trusts can get wet. Okay. So as they have come to initiate this process, to fifth part of the entire thing, he has welcomed the idea, and he has also promised to work with them. Another visit was at the Kakata Intellectual Forum. At the Kakata Intellectual Forum, Oronukwe was like a teacher. He taught the people about his legislation at the legislature. Many of the questions put before him was about this pension issue. The most talk about pension issue, where his signature is at, one of the paper. And I won't go details in that, because he knows about it. I'm still doing my research and hearing from him how is it. But I got to know that this law has been in place since 1957, when he or Oronukwe was not even born. So I don't know why people blame people from Magibi. I'm not talking about the others. People from Magibi will blame him now because he signed certain document. And this has been there from 1957, when he was not even born. It was there as a law. The only thing they're trying to do now is to at least make it the way it will fit the system right now. Because the system before, when the law was created, when they try to pull it into use right now, Liberia will get broke. Because the way it looks like. But like I said, I won't go into that right now. So most of what we'll be talking about is, Oronukwe work in Magibi, especially developments and other issues.
We will get to his workings in Magibi, ranging from his time as representative for the people of District 5 now, Senator of Magibi County. But I'll be a little bit blunt on some of the issues. I know he visited the Intellectual Forum. Honorable Nukwe, there have been calls by Magibians that Honorable Nukwe feels that he claims that he's the political godfather of the county. He got the ability and the power to raise anyone's hands and that person be. Like many persons will make reference on Oscar Cooper, some will make reference on Balazeze, former representative of District 2. And so he have, and many are saying, I want to be a little bit blunt, many are saying that he got the spirit of, division, so they said. And so what's your own take on it?
Oronukwe is not a divisive leader.
Okay.
Oronukwe is a God-fearing man. And one of the things he always talk about is a gift received by him when he became the representative of District number 5.
Okay.
He received a Bible from the Conla Academy Mission. And that Bible has been used by him at home. And I want to tell you here today that Oronukwe preached to his family every morning devotion. Oronukwe is a very good man, not because I'm working with him. People who are witnessing us, who are following this live program at KMTV,
I know someone
knows that Honorable James Emmanuel Nukwe is a good man.
Okay.
Oronukwe has not aligned with any warring faction during the war. You will not go to Magibi today and see an amputated man and he told you that Oronukwe was the one who cut my hand. You will not go to a home where people are poor and the people will tell you that Oronukwe was the one who took food from our table. Everywhere you went or you will go or have planned to be, you will hear that Oronukwe has done good. The good is all around. The reasons why people feel that Oronukwe is divisive, Oronukwe feels that he's the man, he's the Lord and gospel of politics in the county, is because of the kind of development that he do. Oronukwe bought a drilling rig that costs about 165,000 United States dollars.
Okay.
This is the kind of thing the wicked man does. The wicked man was able to construct a school called the Wiyala Public School that people go there free of charge. The wicked man was able to build a 22-bedroom clinic in Massaquoi Town in District 5. The wicked man was able to build a youth center equipped with DSTV facility with 25 kVA generator in Massaquoi Town. In the same Massaquoi Town, the wicked man was able to build a junior high school. In District 5 in Wong, Magibi now has the biggest Palava hut in the county. Equipped with, if I start to name, there are over 100 developments in District 5 alone. I don't want to leave District 5 and come to Magibi. Can a wicked man be doing all of these things for people? But other leaders feel that the development is undermining them because they don't have the ability to produce.
Who are those?
I wouldn't like to name, but leaders of Magibi County, those who have found themselves on the other side of the river, feels that Oronukwe has the ability to connect himself, to connect himself with people to bring development to the county. When Oronukwe launched the water project in District number 3, the lawmaker of District number 3 felt offended.
Yes.
She felt that Oronukwe has gone there to her doorsteps so that people can feel that she's doing nothing. And Oronukwe only spent maybe a few months in office when he bought the drilling rig.
While this is coming now, I want us to dance in Kakata a little bit because District 3 is in Kakata. Honorable Ellen Ato Red is the wife to Prince Red. Prince Red is the son to Honorable Nukwe. And now there have been this hula baloo, this hurry and pulling, this, negative shenanigans in the political terrain of District 3, threatening the re-election of Madam Red. What is going on? I remember back, Honorable Nukwe supported Madam Red. Now she's a bit bitter with the way Honorable Nukwe involvement in District 3, saying that he's thinking about supporting another female against her. What actually is going on in District 3?
Let me tell you something. If not all, majority of the persons who are contesting or are aspiring now go to Honorable Nukwe for different reasons at his residence. Some go to Honorable Nukwe for political consultants. Some go there for advice. Some go there for at least maybe financial support. Some go there for different reasons. There are a certain group of people that go to Honorable Nukwe, nobody talk about it. No one talks about it. But there are certain people who goes to Honorable Nukwe, people say, oh, Honorable Nukwe is supporting this person. He's supporting this person. But there are other aspirants who goes to Honorable Nukwe that I'm aware of. Nobody talk about them because maybe they feel that these aspirants are weak or weaker. But the other ones who goes to him are people who are quote-unquote persons that are maybe stronger enough maybe to oppose the person who is complaining. Now, you talk about Madam Atto. I will say here today fairly that Honorable Nukwe holds nothing in her heart for Madam Atto. She's a lawmaker. They are all serving on the Magibi Legislative Caucus. They are working alongside to make Magibi better and make Magibi what it is. Honorable Nukwe has nothing against her, and Honorable Nukwe is not a threat to her re-election. She may be threat to her re-election, maybe for the fact that she hasn't performed. I don't know. But maybe that may be some of the reasons why she hasn't performed.
You think she's not capable to be retained in the district?
If she's capable, at least with the constituents, those who are in the constituents.
Are there clues of Honorable Nukwe supporting another person against her?
I'm not aware that my boss is supporting anyone against her. And by right, Honorable Nukwe is a politician. He has the right to align with whoever he wants to. Honorable Nukwe is the political godfather of the county, though he has not claimed to be. But people who believe in him, who feels that he's developing than any other person, he's working than any other politician who has been born, who has gone into power in Magibi County, I can say that and say that Honorable Nukwe has performed more than all politicians who have been in power in Magibi since the foundation of the Republic of Liberia in 1822 and the independence in 1847. No one politician has brought pride to the county than Honorable James Emmanuel Nukwe. He served as Ways Means Finance Chairman. There hasn't been any Ways Means Finance Chairman in the county. Speaker, you are aware, served as Vice Tenor Bearer during the 2017 campaign to the Unity Party, though they did not win. But God knows the reason why. He was preparing him to become senator, and that's why he is today. And so there are reasons. You know, when Honorable Nukwe left the Ways Means, there were people saying, oh, thank God, he used to call him an ATM machine because he was good. Why black people will always take you as a fool when you are too good? Even you, when you are, let's take for example socially, when you start being good to a girl, she takes you as someone. I don't want to name what they call us to be. And, you know, so when you, it's not always good to be too, you know, what you want to be. But Nukwe sees Magibi County, Magibians, as people who need help.
What style of politicking Honorable Nukwe is involved with?
The style is simple, development, and that's all.
What are the people of District 5? He served there with distinction. What are they saying? Looking
District
at
5
developmental initiative in the county.
District 5 takes Honorable Nukwe as the landlord of that district. He served the district for 2 consecutive terms adequately, and he did it, you know, with passion. He served them. Just imagine the developments in district number 5 is more than the developments in the entire county that all of the lawmakers has done. All of the lawmakers in other districts, the development that Honorable Nukwe has in district number 5 surpassed all of the development done by other people.
If you had to name few, what are some of those main ones?
Let me get to bring you facts, because I don't want to talk, you know, out of track. The facts are here and the records are there. And so when we go to a town called Colette Town, there exists a public school for the people in Colette Town. Just imagine Colette Town is far away. We talk about in the interior. From Wiyala Town there, you may be paying about 400, 500 like that. We have a teacher quarter in Plawen. And we have the Plawen Public School, built by the World Bank through the instrumentality of Henry James Emmanuel Nukwe. I talk about the Wiyala Public School in Jamakiam. We talk about the 22-bedroom clinic in Massaquoi Town, the Dininta Public School. When you go to Wiyala Town itself, you have the Wiyala Health Center. You have the Wiyala Women Resource Center.